This, frankly, is utterly sick. It's deranged, what we're seeing happening to Erica Kirk. The fact that she is grieving her husband who was assassinated, her children grieving, the Turning Point USA family grieving. And we have people that are trying to not just question the narrative of what happened to Charlie, but actually implicate, accuse Erica and people in Turning Point of being complicit. Who would have thought something like this would happen? I want to show you some of Erica Kirk's words, particularly to Candace, and I also want to show you Candace's sick response, because the whole thing is just appalling beyond measure. Now, I could have predicted to you that people on the left would celebrate his murder, but that people on the conservative side are going after Erica and engaging in these conspiracy theories because they're being led by Candace Owens. It is disturbing beyond all measure, and it exposes, by the way, the true nature of the Groyper, alt-right, anti-Semitic, conspiratorial right, because it shows they're not interested in truth. They're interested in a culture of grievance, of blaming, pointing fingers, of basically Schadenfreude, of manipulating other people's grief and pain for their own gain and pleasure. It's sick. I want to show you Erica Kirk talking about this. In this first clip, I'm going to show you her finally speaking out. She was actually, people saying she wasn't. She was talking about this, but she's becoming a bit more all guns blazing now. And it's beyond painful and absurd that she even has to do this. But speaking about how people are profiting and twisting Charlie's death, her own husband's death, which only happened a few months ago. I want to show you what she said here, and then I want to also show you another clip where she's talking about how some people on the left celebrated it. First, let's see what she's saying about the conspiratorial right. This is on Fox News. Have a watch.
Come after me, call me names, I don't care. Call me what you want, go down that rabbit hole, whatever. But when you go after my family, my Turning Point USA family, my Charlie Kirk Show family, when you go after the people that I love, and you're making hundreds and thousands of dollars every single episode going after the people that I love because somehow they're in on this, no.
You know, I have to say it, I've never seen you like this.
No, this is righteous anger because this is not okay. It's not healthy. This is a mind virus. Yes, I believe in our judicial system. I do. We have a hell of a team working on this, excuse my French. But this is not okay.
So you want to put these people back in the box where they've been creeping from?
I don't care what box you're in. But just know that your words are very powerful, and we are human. My team are not machines, and they're not robots. They are human. We have more death threats on our team and our side than I have ever seen. I have kidnapping threats. I have, you name it, we have it. And my poor team is exhausted. And every time they bring this back up, what are we supposed to do? Relive that trauma all over again? They watched my husband get murdered. I have no idea how I would have reacted if I was there that day. And thank the good Lord that I did not have to see that happen. But my team, they are rocked to the core. So why every single day do they have to be dragged through the mud, analyzed, hyper-analyzed?
You know,
sit in a corner and cry and be in fetal position. This is a duty to my husband, and it's an absolute honor, and I will never back down. And so my message to them is to stop, to stop.
And that's what we will say here on Outnumbered 2.
Wow. I have to tell you, by the way, as I know Erica. I've met her and spent time with her on a number of occasions when Charlie Kirk came to the UK. She is clearly a remarkable person. She is a remarkable person. I mean, first of all, she is clearly very well versed in scripture. She's an influencer and was for a long time trying to bring people back to biblical truth. She's deeply grounded in her faith. But to be in the spotlight and to deal with all of this, and again, who would have predicted that she, on top of dealing with all the new realities that she's facing, to have to deal with people in her own camp, on her own side? Candace Owens, who Charlie made great. Charlie and Candace were literally like that, and to have her now profiteering off of Charlie's death and to implicate her, it's beyond imaginable. And I have to tell you, I kind of wonder, should she be mentioning Candace by name? Should she be talking about this? And I was actually chatting with someone about this just the other day, and I thought, on the one hand, you're just kind of giving her more attention, but on the other hand, she has a massive platform, and maybe it's time just to give that kind of moral clarity that's needed. Have a watch of, I want to show you the second clip, where Erica also is now giving very clear a clear message for people, this time on the left. I mean, she's literally dealing with it from both sides, but this time people from the left who were celebrating Charlie's death. We even had the chair, I think it was the chairman or the president of the Oxford Union, that made all these statements on social media, cheering, joking about it. It's sick. How do we get to this point? And Erica says exactly that. Listen.
One of the most alarming things about Charlie's murder was the way that some people in this country reacted to it.
Yeah.
And not just online. This was an idea that you encountered a lot. And the idea was this. They kind of justified it. They basically said that because Charlie said or believed things that they believed were controversial or even hateful, that he somehow had it coming. What do you say to people who justified his death?
Shocking.
You're sick. He's a human being. You think he deserved that? Tell that to my 3-year-old daughter. Excuse me. You want to watch in high res the video of my husband being murdered and laugh and say he deserves it? There's something very sick in your soul, and I pray that God saves you. I pray, because that is what is so wrong. The internet in this world has dehumanized us.
Erica.
Such powerful words, and it's sick. It's truly sick. That's the exact right word to use here. What we're seeing is sick. It's a mental perversion. I expected it more from the left because they tend to use the tactic more than the right of saying, we don't disagree with you, we think you are evil. We don't think Charlie's ideas are bad, but he is fine. We think he himself is evil. And that, by the way, is such a dangerous path to go down. And notice how Erica doesn't return the favor. She doesn't say, you, therefore, are a bad person. She says, you've got something sick in your soul that needs to be healed. She believes they're redeemable. She believes she's not vindictive about it. She's just like, you need to deal with that and process that. And you'll be shocked to know that in the aftermath of her appearance on Fox News, Candace, instead of having a moment of reflection, decides that she's actually going to react to this and double down. Surprise, surprise. Here, watch.
You want to keep telling me to come down while we're building? I don't have time for that. But here's my breaking point on that. Come after me, call me names, I don't care. Call me what you want, go down that rabbit hole, whatever. But when you go after my family, my Turning Point USA family, my Charlie Kirk Show family, when you go after the people that I love, and you're making hundreds and thousands of dollars every single episode going after the people that I love because somehow they're in on this, no.
I'm sorry, but that whole thing right there is frustrating. The idea that she does not have time. She's done Hannity, she's done The Five, she's done Fox and Friends, she's done Outnumbered, she's done Megyn Kelly Live, she sat down with the New York Times, she made time to fly to DC for Sergio Gore to be sworn in.
Gosh, Candace, no one's saying she doesn't have time. It's the point is she doesn't have time to deal with these conspiratorial nonsense. Instead, she needs to focus on her family and rebuilding Turning Point without Charlie. What? That's obviously what she meant. This is what Candace does time and time again. She creates a straw man and then tears it down. Now, another blatant contradiction with Candace that just shows that this is all just a game. The fact that she said time and time again previously that if Erica asks her to stop, she will stop. And yet, after Erica asking her to stop, she doesn't stop.
No one, and I mean absolutely no one, outside of my husband and Erica Kirk has the power to shut me up right now. That's it. There's nobody that has the capacity to get me to shut up about this except for Erica Kirk. And I will say this, like, I am on this journey to figure out what happened on that day. I'm not going to stop unless Erica Kirk asks me to stop. I said early on, if Erica Kirk asks me to be quiet, I will be quiet.
But when you go after my family, my Turning Point USA family, my Charlie Kirk Show family, when you go after the people that I love, and you're making hundreds and thousands of dollars every single episode, but this is not okay.
It's a no from me, but you know me. I'm just out here saying what needs to be said. We'll be right back after a brief message from our sponsors. No one.
There you go. She gets the sponsor message at the end. There's also another clip here I want to show you. It's just, I'm lost for words. Erica asked for privacy for, she requested that, one request was to keep Charlie's grave private for her children. And she, just listen to what Candace's response here, okay? It's just shocking.
This is my husband. Yes, he was Charlie Kirk to the world, and I know so many people love my husband, and I am grateful for that. But this is my husband, and I want to be able to have one thing left that is sacred to our family, to my in-laws, to my babies, and to my parents. One thing.
Okay, so on its face, I actually agree with that. I think that when people are being buried and where they're being buried and how their funerals are done, that is very private matter, okay? So objectively, I agree with what she's saying, okay? But subjectively, because we are dealing with the subject of Erica Kirk and what transpired immediately following Charlie's assassination, this is going to be read as Meghan Markle syndrome, okay? Meghan Markle syndrome, where you want privacy when you want it, but you want publicity whenever you want it, and that just doesn't work, okay? It doesn't work that way. I honestly think it was said best by Bethany Frankel, not related to this situation. Bethany Frankel is on Real Housewives, a reality show. And she was referring to one of the housewives who lived her life very publicly, showcased her marriage, was buying tons of Louis Vuitton bags, and they had tons of money. And then when their relationship soured, the housewife basically asked the public for privacy. And Bethany was like, no, this isn't how it works. Like, we were riding with you on the way up, or riding with you on the way out. You don't get to like pick and choose when you want privacy and when you don't want privacy. And subjectively, as it, you know, in the matter of Erica Kirk, this is the same person who had somebody record her over Charlie Kirk's casket. That was not our business, truly. And I can say that decision was made by her. And there is, some credence to the claim that everybody grieves differently. I wouldn't even record myself over a casket ever, okay? Some people maybe perhaps want to have that memory. But the decision to publish that, you crying over your husband's casket, and to publish his dead body on Instagram, was a decision that was made by Erica. And we can watch that. Take a look.
Oh, I love you. I love you. I love you.
I can't even watch any more of this. This is soul destroying, watching how Candace is behaving towards what was meant to be her close friend, someone that built her up. I don't understand. I do understand, because she's once again creating a straw man. No one's saying that Erica and Charlie wanted full privacy. They're saying, like where Meghan Markle and Prince Harry would say, we basically get to entirely dictate the terms of when we get press interest and when we don't. And we want privacy, but we're also going to be public as and when we want to. That's not what Erica is saying. She's saying there's one specific request we have here, which is about Charlie's grave. She says, I understand I'm going to be in the spotlight if I'm a public figure. I understand that. I'm making one specific request because of something that happened to my murdered husband. That is legitimate. That is not the same as Meghan Markle, who did show double standards. This is a legitimate request from a grieving widow. It's sick. It's utterly, utterly sick. What is there left to say? If you're still down Candace's rabbit hole, and I genuinely ask people this, I was like, do people genuinely follow her? Is she genuinely being like respected and listened to still? Because it's so blatantly obvious to me. You can even be a Jew hater, you can be a anti-Semite, all that kind of stuff, but she's completely incoherent and just constantly using smoke and mirrors tactics. And when a contradiction arises, she says, well, look over there now because I'm saying this instead. Is it actually is she convincing people? Clearly there are. Are some people just following it for the entertainment? I don't know. But either way, I'm glad Erica said something. Maybe she may need to be even more direct in calling Candace out by name. But other than that, I think maybe, yeah, do just keep building, keep moving on. Because if you're constantly playing on defense, then you can't focus on your offense, which is the only way that you actually grow and fulfill the mission. A lot of this is just a distraction. And in some ways, maybe it's a positive thing, because people are starting to realize the foolishness, the incoherence, the lies, and the moral perversions of those who have been on the Groyper alt-right train for a while now. But Erica is clearly a remarkable person, and my heart breaks for the amount of suffering that she's having to be burdened with right now. A quick message before we finish. We have been lied to about the Palestinians from beginning till end. Have a watch of the trailer for our new documentary called The Invention of the Palestinians, How a Nation Was Invented to Destroy Another. And if you want to watch the full thing, just click on the link in the video description. The Palestinians. We have been told they are an ancient people fighting for their homeland which has been stolen from them. This narrative has fueled decades of conflict, painting Israel as an occupier of stolen land. But what if this identity is not of an ancient nation, but a modern, cynical invention? A political construct designed not to build a state, but to dismantle the Jewish one. In this JTV Plus documentary, we're going to uncover the truth behind the creation of the Palestinian identity, how it was forged in the fires of pan-Arabism, absent in historical records until strategically rebranded in the 1960s by leaders like Egyptian-born Yasser Arafat to rally global opposition against Israel. We'll trace its roots from the Ottoman era, where Palestine was a region without a distinct people, through the pre-1948 years of Arab rejectionism, before focusing on the pivotal shift of the 1960s, when Arafat declared we should now be known as Palestinians, inventing symbols like the flag to mask genocidal aims. This wasn't about self-determination, it was about exploiting refugees, suppressing true aspirations under Arab rule, and perpetuating a war to destroy Israel. Join us as we debunk the myths of an ancient Palestinian nation, expose the strategic manipulation, and reveal how this construct has hindered peace while fueling hate. Fair but firm, this is the story of an identity weaponized not for building a future, but for erasing one. To watch this JTV Plus documentary and access much more premium content, click on the link in the video description.